Yeah, niggas blowing they piff. I'm the clutch and my man is the stick, working the block. Yeah, trying to keep me a knot. Give a fuck if you believe me or not. Semi-automatic handgun to air out your spot. Give me your problem, I'ma give you a shot. Call a street doc, where death is your detox. You won't stop around waving, I'm on top. Smoking pot, getting pussy a lot. Push me to the limit, I'ma be at your spot. In the vet, doing donuts in the parking lot. It's like shooting at niggas when I spark these stars. Give you the creeps, your flow ricochet off the beat when mine penetrate. It's like I almost gotta demonstrate. I put your head on the motherfucking dinner plate until I'm convicted, dead as a bitch. I'ma keep bringing you the deadly shit. Face out the back, just hit.
I'ma get mine.
Smoking loud as a bitch.
Yeah, I'ma get mine.
Cop sirens, block hot like lit fire. Before I go broke, I'ma grind.
I'ma get mine.
Face out the back, just hit.
I'ma get mine.
Smoking loud as a bitch.
Yeah, I'ma get mine.
Cop sirens, block hot like lit fire. Before I go broke, I'ma grind.
I'ma get mine.
Niggas hating got you mad as a.
What's up? What's up? What's up? On the late night. I'm on the late night tip tonight. I had an interesting topic to come to y'all on the late night with tonight that I figured that I wanted to talk about. It was the topic of love versus lust. I wanted to know, what do y'all think about the difference between the two? Love versus lust. Now, a lot of y'all know that it is a big difference between love and lust. I think personally on the guys' tip, we tend to get a little more in trouble with the lust thing than the women do in these times and ages, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's a definite difference between love and lust. And me personally, it got me in a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying that love can't get you in trouble too, because sometimes you can choose wrong or who you love and choose wrong with who you lust after. But at the same time, I think the lust overweighs the love on how lust is way more problematic than love. Now, shout out to you, those of y'all out here on the airwaves tonight that are in love. I don't knock you for that. You know what I'm saying? Love is a serious thing. And I think that it needs to be taken seriously when two people love each other. But I think lust, lust is a crazy thing that, man, when you lust after somebody, it can throw all your inhibitions out the window. Now, for guys, we know that it's a difference, I personally think. It's a difference between how guys and gals, if you will, react to lust. I think it's a very big difference on how guys and gals react to lust. But the more interesting question that I wanted to pose to y'all tonight before I share some videos is, what do y'all think about what happens after the lust dies down? That's a big question, I think. I think it is. I think it's a big question on what happens after the lust dies down. Because as we all know, love is hard. If y'all think it's easy, peace be unto you. Love is not easy. But I think lust is. Because it's more of a basic instinct, I think, with lust, as opposed to love. I think it's a basic instinct. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Thanks. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was an interesting topic because a lot of us don't talk about that. The difference between love and lust, especially between men and women. In my opinion, sex used to be more personal for women. To these new women, these new age women, y'all, they come through, they savage. They, like they say, they savage. So you wanted the quality in the world today. Here you have it right now in the flesh today. Women are more savage than men in 2024 when it comes to sexual desires and lust versus love. Now I think about that, and you ask me about that. You're like, Buzz, Chris B, what are you talking about, my dude? I think it's a difference. For my men out there in the world tonight, I like to know what y'all think about this topic. Because I've seen a lot of men that choose to be married, right? And I've been blessed in my lifetime to be a part of like at least 4 or 5 weddings where I was a part of it. But in the moments before the groom actually takes the vows and does what he has to do, I guess he has a moment to himself. And I don't know if it's God's will. Please, I don't know what it is. But I'm always there to share that moment with some of these grooms. And it was always like the feeling of, from them, what am I doing? Or am I ready for this? It's a nervousness that I could never understand. Me personally, as a man, I couldn't understand why were you so nervous, my brother, to get married? That you were sitting out there, you were shaking, your hands were shaking, you were breathing. Maybe if you didn't smoke cigarettes, you maybe smoked a cigarette, took a few shots or whatever. I would think that marriage, you wouldn't have to go through all that. But I understand that marriage is the big deal. I like to say I was married. Rest in peace. Y'all have heard me mention this many times about my baby mom. She was my wife, for real. We was together longer than some of y'all was married. Talk about that. 20 years. What you got to say about that? Some of you wasn't together 2 seconds. We was together 20 years. Was it all good? No. But the initial love that we have for each other lasted 20 years. We was young when we met. But I know now that my people was right. She should have been my wife. But by the time I got some act right, it was too late. It really was. But lust is a mother sucker. It really is. For those of y'all that know what I'm talking about. On both sides, men and women, because women don't act like you don't lust after a man. Some particular man that may not be your significant other. And that's what I wanted to talk about tonight, because there's a difference, I think, into how we deal with love versus lust. Now, like I said before, back in the days, I think women dealt with lust a lot different than men. Because the question you get asked a lot of men, of you cheaters out there, of you cheating men out there, why did you do it? What did you do it for? Dude be like, I don't know. I just wanted to. But shit, I heard that on the female side too, so I ain't gonna front on that one. I've heard that on the female side too. For real, for real. For real. I had a first love, right? I call her my first love. She was definitely my first love. But she was the most honest girlfriend I ever had. If I found out that she was cheating on me, I asked her, she tell me. So if I was the fool, if I stayed, right? What y'all think? Yeah, I was the fool if I stayed. But she was the most honest with me of any girlfriend I ever had. But she didn't love me the way that Dawn loved me. And I ain't realized that till late. So it got me to thinking about love versus lust, because there's a lot of women I've lusted after. So I wanted to think, is that a real thing? So I was looking at on my YouTube streets tonight, and I found a few interesting videos that I wanted to share, you know what I'm saying, just to see what y'all thought about the topic of love versus lust. Who you lust after.
Lust has a reputation for being the flame we jump into. Think of 50 Shades of Grey or your classic bad boy or bad girl who's all games and danger with no strings attached. But according to leading love expert Dr. Helen Fisher, lust is the essential first stage of love. Without the desire of wanting someone first, we cannot experience intimacy. So, how do we know if we're still stuck in the initial stage of attraction or ready to transition into something more meaningful and long-lasting? Here are 6 key differences between lust versus love. 1. Lust is driven by physical connection, but love comes from emotional connection. It all comes down to our brain. Which areas are being activated when you hang out with your partner? Research shows that lust lights up the regions associated with reward and motivation, whereas love stimulates the areas that help you empathize. Lust happens when you and your partner don't have much to talk about but have great sex. This is common for 2 people who haven't been dating for too long. But love, on the other hand, happens when you appreciate your partner for more than just their looks and can spend meaningful time with them. This is what ultimately forms the start of a deep and serious relationship. 2. Over time, love grows stronger, whereas lust becomes weaker. Psychologist and sex therapist Shannon Chavez states that as attachment and bonding grow over time, so does love. But lust is more temporary and fades when sexual desire fades away. If a relationship is based solely on lust, there is inevitably no foundation to fall in love with each other. Lust feels like an exciting roller coaster but can only be sustained by physical pleasure. When the real work kicks in, the dynamic either transitions into love or the relationship begins to fall apart. 3. Lust is based on fantasies. Love, however, operates on the ground of reality. Have you ever looked back on past relationships and wondered how on earth you two got together? I don't know about you, but I sure do. Imagination can come in handy when life gets mundane, but more often than not, it's like a double-edged sword. When you like the idea of someone more than who's actually in front of you, it can cause you to miss a lot of red flags. Relationship experts state that there is only so much time before reality sets in and makes you realize that your partner has faults just like you and that your expectations were unfair. 4. In lust, you're romantic partners, but in love, you're lifelong friends. Psychiatrist Judith Orloff discovered that people in lust are just lovers, but true love is built on the foundation of a strong friendship. Sure, 2 people can agree to be in a relationship, go on fun dates, and even meet each other's family. But if they lack compromise, communicate poorly, and fail.
Now, a lot of it is you can blame it on the alcohol or whatever you have you. A lot of people do things under the influence that they can simply blame on that. You know what I'm saying? Why did you do certain things? Why did you do X, Y, and Z? And you can specifically point to the alcohol or whatever have you. But a lot of us use that as an excuse of why we lust after somebody. Women, y'all do it too. We're going to talk about it on this channel. I don't know about other channels. By the way, subscribe to Chris Barber immediately. That's neither here nor there. But we thank y'all for tuning in. For real. We love it. But, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that love versus lust is a real thing. Because I think love is like a business. It's like a contract. It's like a commitment, a full commitment, if you really will, to love. You have to really love somebody to put up with the good and bad and deal with their faults and flaws. Nobody's perfect. I am no relationship guru, nor do I claim to be. I'm just speaking from my own personal experiences. But I do know it's a real thing between love and lust. Some people can't understand it. And I get it. I get it. You don't understand how you could be with a beautiful woman, chilling, y'all living life, y'all doing whatever, and the man will still go out and do something on the low. That's that lust factor that kicks in. Do you have to fight against that as a man or a woman? Yes, you do. You really do. But it's a real thing. And I think we need to talk about it. And we are.
Fail to understand each other, the prospect of having a future together is very low. 5. Lust is all about thrill-seeking, whereas love is the pursuit of stability. Researchers have looked at MRI scans of people in lust and found that their brains look similar when an addict gets a fix of cocaine. Sounds intense, right? But that's why infatuation is not likely to last as long as love. The drug effects wear off when you can no longer satiate your sexual desires. Whereas lust is about instant gratification, love is the relentless search for stability. 6. Lust is selfish, but love comes from a selfless place. When you love someone, you focus more on helping them reach their goals and care about their health and well-being. Lust, on the other hand, is all about your own wants, like boosting your ego when you're next to your attractive partner or simply fulfilling your sexual desires. In order to move from the initial stage of lust to love, you must determine whether you could see yourself doing favors or making sacrifices for your partner. Do you think you're in lust or in love? We hope that this video helped you differentiate between the two. Remember that just because you might only be experiencing lust doesn't mean that your feelings can't develop into love. Please share your thoughts with us below. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel for more helpful content, and thank you for watching!
Now for sure, what y'all think? It's a real thing, right? Love versus lust. You got that lust in your loins, if you're a man. Or is that box burning, pulsating as a woman? You can get caught up in that, and it can get you into a lot of trouble. Some of them say, yo, you need lust to lead into love. I disagree. I think it's other factors that lead to that. But as always, I like to explore all sides of the deal. I really do. I like to, see what other people are talking about this issue, And I know that people out there think a certain way about love versus lust. Love is a bond that can, in certain aspects, can last forever. I ain't from I guess, some of these societies around the world that believe in arranged marriages, but I do believe in the institution of marriage. On a personal note, my great-grandparents was married 64 years. My grandparents was married for like 40, 50 years. So marriage has been a strong thing in my family. So I don't knock marriage. Now, maybe it didn't work out with the later generations down the line. Shout out to you barbers and all my peoples that's related to the barbers out there. We all around the world. Shout out to my cousins around the world. But I do know that lust for some of us younger people in our generations has been a major thing. And it's been promoted. It's been promoted. We can't deny that. We can't deny that lust has been promoted in our society today. Lust has really been provided. You can get it lust at the tap of a finger right now. So that's why a lot of them checking out. Or they got an online boo-boo that they in love with. Because I'm just telling the truth as a man, some men are inadequate as men. They don't know how to talk to females. They really don't. Even the rich ones. Even the rich ones. They don't know how to talk to women. They're inadequate as men. But lust goes both ways. Ladies lust after what they desire too, even if they know they got a good man at home. They lust after what they desire. And if you got the magic sauce, you got what she's looking for, my dude. Now, I don't knock people for lusting. And I don't knock people for loving, because I believe that both of that happens. But what I'm saying is, when you take your lust so far that you scheming on other people's girls or dudes, I think you're wrong. Say what you want to say to me. I'm sorry, you're wrong. But it's a real thing. And sometimes that can be a powerful energy that leads you into doing things that you might normally not do. Really, for real, for real. We've all done it. Say you haven't. Tell me you haven't. You're the most upstanding person in the world. We all have fell victim to lust and our personal desires for people, or what we covet, if you will. So y'all know I ain't lying to you. But I just wanted to let y'all know that love versus lust is a real thing. But I used to say that men dealt with it differently from women, but in 2024, I can't say that no more. I cannot say that anymore in 2024, because y'all women, y'all savage. Y'all savage and do damage. Y'all women are savage in 2024. And I mean, for real, hey, y'all want what you want. I ain't gonna knock you. Although I will say it is a lot of good dudes out there that'll be stand-up dudes to you, stick by you forever, and love you till you go in the ground, or they go in the ground. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of you ladies and a lot of us men, I'm not one of those, I'm not one of those women bashers. I'm gonna try to tell you that. I love y'all. Love y'all, ladies. I really do. Holler at me. Please subscribe. But y'all lust too. And good dudes get scarred in the process. They get shunned in the process. They get fucked over in the process, if you want to be real. So it happens on both sides. But we're gonna share this last video. Then I'm out.
To chat with you about if you're in love with somebody or figuring out if you're in lust with somebody. Congrats, you're booed up or know someone who is. You're grateful for all those butterflies and those times where you realize how grateful you are. You're an LOVE, love. Or are you? How do you know what is love? There's another L word that looks a lot like love until it's time to sacrifice. Let me explain. You know that look you get when someone looks at you like they're a hungry wolf looking at sheep? This kind of creepy smile? Nobody likes that, okay? You feel like you're on display, right? They're only interested in your body. Or maybe when someone whistles at you while you're walking down the street, that ain't cute, sir. When you think of love, what do you think of? Hopefully, you think of someone willing the best for you. True love is interested in the good of the other. It's not a selfish thing. Love might come with all the fuzzy feelings, but that's not what it's all about. Love is a choice. When you fall for someone, I think it's easy to attribute the good feelings to love. I'm in love. However, lust.
Now hold on. The fort. You ain't never looked at somebody like they was a whole sandwich or snack. Like, God damn. Women or men can testify to this. Have you not never looked at somebody like, God, leave? Now, that may not be the person you end up loving or caring about, but you looked at that person like they was a whole snack. So stop it. I just want to throw that in there. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all.
Can come with those same feelings. And how do you tell them apart? Here are 3 questions to ask when you want to know if you're in love or you're in lust with someone. 1, do you freely give your time and priorities to this person? Or do you just want to take what you can get whenever you can get it? If it's all about what you can get, it's probably lust. 2, are you willing to sacrifice for this person? Or do you just dip out when things are difficult and aren't convenient anymore? Love sticks around through difficult times, and lust just says you're not worth the sacrifice. When you're not your best self, are they sticking around? That's love. Number 3, is this relationship centered on physical intimacy? Would we have anything in common if we didn't hook up? We might like the feeling of being with someone, which is good. Those feelings aren't bad. But if a relationship's physical intimacy does not match the commitment level, #chastity, then we're gonna be in trouble. If you stop sending pictures, will they still talk to you? The biggest indicator if it's love or lust is probably going with your own intuition. Listen, boo-boo, no matter how long it takes, it is always worth the wait for someone to be in love with you and not just in lust after you. Being lusted after seems kind of nice at first because you get this attention and it feels good. It's nice to have your phone light up with a text from someone who's cute, thinking about you, smiley face emoji. It's never worth it though. It's a counterfeit. Unlike a fake Louis Vuitton bag, it might seem nice from far away and fool a few people, but up close it's poorly made and will fall apart. Take it from me, you're worthy of a beautiful love. Hi.
For sure. Now, that's what I just wanted to share with y'all. A couple of videos about what y'all thought about love versus lust. Lust has got a lot of us in trouble. Y'all know it. I ain't saying love don't have its flaws, because a lot of us choose wrong or make business decisions with the person we choose as our significant other. We make business decisions. Go back to what I said earlier about the dudes that I seen at the weddings that I've been a part of, as to, okay, I get it if you nervous about being in front of this large crowd, and you about to get married, it's a big ceremony. But if that's the woman that you love, that's the woman that you choose for the rest of your life, why would it matter? So I don't see why dudes be taking shots, their hands be shaking, smoking cigs, you know. They the chain smoking the cig. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm like, why? If you love her and she loves you and you know she's the one, why would there have to be that? Oh, I don't get it. I'm not married. But I always ask that question because I've been fortunate to be in weddings. Now, I get it for you women. I get it for you women in marriage. You become the centerpiece to this man's universe. Those of y'all that accept that responsibility wholeheartedly know it's a group effort in this. Marriage is not perfect. I know it's not. There's a lot of married people that have been together a long time, but as soon as they got married, the relationship fell apart. So I get it if all of y'all out there don't want to be married. Especially for men. I love y'all ladies, but especially for the men. Especially if you're a man of means, you're looking at it like, what is beneficial for me? Sorry, Steve Harvey. I love you to death. Maybe not as much as Bernie Mac. Sorry, that was my guy. But you know what I'm saying? She has to bring something to the table. Men can be providers, but we got to help each other in relationships. That's just the reality of the deal. A lot of y'all women can say, oh, you a motherfucking punk, Buzz. You can't take care of no woman. Why can't we take care of each other? When you do that, I think it leads to a better result. In my experience, in the time I've been living on this planet we call Earth, in my experience, when you help each other, the relationship can grow. If it's one-sided on each end, that's when it leads to problems. But circle back to the beginning. Love versus lust. What y'all think about it? You think it's a real thing? You think I'm bulls jobbing, pulling y'all coattails? Let me know in the comments below. And we're going to rock out. Well, I'm out to my boy Sean Doe and my boy D.O.G. Dog. Get with us.
Bitch, fuck what you heard. A fight with words. Anticipating the day to leave your life on the curb. Man, it's rhymes. Dirty dog when it's grind times. It's for the taking, it's prime time. Shooting at the police, niggas, it's crime time. You been a bitch. I'm about my family and my business. Violate. Fuck the jakes in the trial date. You in the water like fish bait. It's deep hate for the fake shit. Stay on my mind. Riding dirty with cuz, oh, real niggas I know. Spitting pure. You can drop dead in the flow. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. I'ma forever get mine, I'm keeping it raw. Face out the back, just hit.
I'ma get mine.
Smoking loud as a bitch.
Yeah, I'ma get mine.
Cop sirens, block hot like lit fire. Before I go broke, I'ma grind.
I'ma get mine.
Bass out the back, just hit.
I'ma get mine.
Smoking loud as a bitch.
Yeah, I'ma get mine.
Cop sirens, block hot like lit fire. Before I go broke, I'ma grind.
I'ma get mine.
Like microphones and rhymes described in my mind, I spit pain. Journey through the pictures I paint. In the coupe, blowing loud when you thinking I ain't. You thinking I ain't. Smarty while we have a party on your broad. The nerve of y'all. I'm at the club like the glitter ball. Kill 'em all. Tie squeal as I'm peeling off. Your shit is soft, you jam. I go blam, blam, blam. You think I'm playing boy serious shit. Hidden like a letter from jail, from the cartel. Navigate you straight to hell with Godfather moves, man.
For sure, for sure, for sure. I can't give y'all all of that. I can't give y'all all of that. But for more, go to Reverb Nation. Look up VA Dog. Go to Reverb Nation. Look up The Real Sean Doe Productions. And you'll hear a little bit of music from the backwoods. But for real, till next time, I'm out. It's late. Y'all got me up late talking to y'all. But I love it. Get with me. Peace, Ski.